Hello. It's been kind of a crazy 3 days, so let me explain what's going on here. Around December 29th or so of last year, I decided to start a new Animal Crossing island, and specifically start it on the 1st, January 1st. And so the idea was basically, we're going to keep an island going from January 1st until, at the very least, January 1st of next year. This is not my first Animal Crossing island. This is, I think, my third or so. But with the new update coming out on January 15th, I thought, hey, let's do something kind of fun. I've actually wanted to do a series on Animal Crossing for many years, back when New Leaf was the Animal Crossing game that people played. But it really just didn't make a lot of sense to do that until now. So that's what we're doing now. If you're watching this when it comes out, then it is currently Sunday, January 4th. And I started the series on the 1st. I actually am currently showing you footage that I recorded from January 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd. And January 3rd is today. Ah, dang it. I buried the wrong bell bag. So this being the first video of the series, it's gonna be a bit disjointed. I mean, you can see a lot of stuff, and as far as you're concerned, this stuff just kind of appeared here. Like, there isn't really a lot of rhyme or reason to why anything is the way that it is. The museum is a tent. Why is the museum a tent? Most of my neighbors are in tents. They aren't in houses, but they are here. Why is that? And the simple answer is, the first week or so of Animal Crossing New Horizons is very slow. It takes days for pretty much anything to happen, so I didn't really make a point of recording the first handful of days, just because nothing happens basically in the first 2 or 3 days. It really doesn't make sense to get into specifics of like, oh, for this house I put down a swingy bench and a barrel, because like every Animal Crossing town starts that way. Every New Horizons island starts the exact same way. And I just didn't really care to show that part of the process. But that does beg the question, how is this actually gonna work? Like, this series. For the purpose of this series, I actually made a second YouTube channel. And you might be watching this on that second YouTube channel. It's called TipperNockey, but specifically for Animal Crossing. That's not the name of the channel, although it's a pretty good name. And the purpose of that YouTube channel is to just be Animal Crossing. This series lives on that channel. There's also a chance that you are watching this video on the main TipperNockey YouTube channel. And that kind of begs the question, why did you make a whole new YouTube channel just for Animal Crossing when there's a perfectly valid YouTube channel already? And the answer is, I want the main YouTube channel to be whatever. You know, I want it to be the occasional Animal Crossing, or the occasional Pokemon, or the occasional Hitman, and I don't want to have a fun, lighthearted series that is going on for, you know, at least a year, and then have fun, lighthearted Animal Crossing followed up with Hitman. So this series is going to live on another YouTube channel, and the main YouTube channel will continue to be whatever. So if you're watching this on the main YouTube channel and you want to see more of this series, you want to see how the island develops, head on over to the other YouTube channel. Go to the Animal Crossing specific channel, and there will be fairly regular videos going over the island's progress. Now it does beg the question, is this going to be a daily video series? And the answer is no. It's just not feasible for me to do that. I have other things going on in my life, and as much as I would love to commit 12 hours a day to this kind of thing, that's not feasible. Not for me, not yet. I basically plan on having each video be like a weekly log sort of thing. So like every week I'm going to be saying, here's what happened in this last week, and showing footage. Like I'm going to be showing actual live commentary footage from each day. It's not just going to be on December 3rd. Boy, that's a year away. On December 3rd, I caught a black salmon, which would be crazy because that's not a fish. This little guy is doing the Animal Crossing fish thing, and he won't get caught. Come on. It's not new. Oh, it is new. It's a carp. Huh. Oh boy. Now I can show you the magnum opus of my island. Behold, the museum. Blathers is supposed to open tomorrow, I think, and I am thrilled. I've been collecting this pile since the beginning of the game. That's my 20th fish, though. That's kind of crazy. I'm not generally, like, a min-maxer when it comes to Animal Crossing. There are people who, like, play the game and they really try to, like, maximize the efficiency of their island. I don't do that. I like to play the game as it comes. I like to play the game just kind of letting the game happen. Animal Crossing is a series that's very dear to me. I've played it since Wild World on the DS, and it's just a really nice, pleasant, fun series to me. And I don't really want to, like, mess that up, for lack of a better word. I don't like to think of it as like, oh, if I put down this furniture item here, then it will make such and such more efficient. Like, I've done that before with, like, putting down jail bars on the side of the island to make it easier to get balloon items. I've done that. It works. It's kind of boring. So I just kind of prefer to play the game as it comes. I don't really want to treat it like a chore. I also want to take a moment, since this is the first episode, to kind of talk about what I want the island to be. I do have sort of a theme that I want to build towards, and essentially forest. That's basically what I'm going for. Something very green, something very full of trees, something very natural, not really a whole lot of, like, man-made structures. And the main thing is I want to have a lot of big, beautiful trees, largely pine trees, but trees. I want trees. So about that. Yeah, right now the island is kind of disgusting. The trees chopped down everywhere, furniture placed haphazardly. For as much as I talk about not being a min-maxer with Animal Crossing, this island sure looks pretty min-maxed to me, and that's because I've been playing the game a lot over the last 2 or 3 days. There's not a lot to do early on. There's just not a lot to do in the early game, so I've been grinding Nook Miles, and, like, I'm at 20,000 Nook Miles, and I've spent quite a few. That's just from doing these things over and over. Oh, hey. You gotta do what the Nook Man says. One of the other things about this island is I want it to be organic. So that means, like, I'm not going to be doing time travel, and I'm not really going to be doing, like, getting resources from other islands. Although that being said, let's get the junk off my face. There we go. Yeah, I kind of have an appearance that I try to maintain in Animal Crossing. I like my square glasses, I like this specific hairstyle, and I actually spent Nook Miles on getting this specific hairstyle. Cause dagnabbit, it's important to have a brand identity. This is mine for some reason. I actually kept these glasses from my previous island. I gave it to someone else to hold on to, and came back to get these on my new island with my new persona, my new me. But aside from stuff like that, I don't intend on, like, getting fossils or paintings or those kinds of things from other islands. Like, I want everything to be pretty much self-sustaining. That might change later on because, you know, in the early game, you can kind of sequence break things a little bit just by going to someone else's island and getting, like, a ladder before you're supposed to be able to, and all that kind of stuff, or getting a whole bunch of fruit, and that's all fine, that's all part of the game, and I'm not saying that anyone should, like, not do that. Like, if you want to play the game with getting a bunch of items from other players, that's fine, play the game your way. Personally speaking, I do like doing that, but I don't know. I kind of want this island to be a little bit more, I'm playing Animal Crossing, here's what happens when I play Animal Crossing. I will be visiting other people who play Animal Crossing, who, like, I'm friends with, but it's not going to be, like, I'm not going to be getting, like, resources from their island, at least not for, like, a few weeks at the minimum, probably more likely a few months, if ever. There is an exception to that, which is turnips, because the whole thing about the turnip market is, it's very collaborative. You know, it's very like, go to your friends' islands to get good turnip prices. I'm going to be doing that. I am going to be doing turnips, and I am going to be taking advantage of other people's good prices. And I am also recording this on the Saturday before the video comes out, which means tomorrow is turnip day, and that won't be in this video. It will be in next week's video. I am going to be doing quite a bit of bell grinding, because right now, yeah, 63,000 bells, that's not going to net a whole lot of turnips. I'm not a min-maxer, I promise. This is what playing Animal Crossing is like right now. Picking weeds. Just picking weeds. This is why I didn't bother recording the first couple of days. Because, it's picking weeds. It's a lot of monotony. I do have Nook's Cranny built. Or, I guess it's Nook's Cranv. Doesn't play well with the snow. One thing I'm kind of surprised about is I still don't have Harv's Island. Like, I don't have that as an option yet. I can visit other people's towns, hence the glasses, but I can't go to Harv's yet. I haven't seen him wandering on my island. I imagine he'll probably show up tomorrow, although, having said that, tomorrow is Daisy May's first day, so maybe not. It's entirely possible that I'm not going to get Harv's Island until Monday. Which kind of stinks, because, like, Harv's Island does have some progress stuff on it. I also do have the DLC for the Happy Home Paradise, or Paradise Planning, or whatever they called it. I'm a Happy Home Designer kid. To me, the DLC is just kind of like Happy Home Designer, so I will probably keep calling it the Happy Home Designer DLC. I am looking forward to when I get access to that. I imagine once Town Hall is built, I will get access to a lot of these things. Like, better music. I'm so tired of listening to this music on loop. I need variety in my life, and this is not variety. Oh wait, I don't sell things here anymore. Goodbye, Thomas. It's funny, I do like Animal Crossing, and I do like Animal Crossing New Horizons. I know that a lot of people are kind of lukewarm about New Horizons in particular. But I like it. You know, I think it's a fun game, and personally speaking, I might prefer it to New Leaf, but I can understand why some people wouldn't. But when I started this island, I was like, oh, there's like progress in the game, and it's fun, and it's cool, and it's interesting. That feeling of progress wears off after about an hour, and I will say that this game for me has sort of reached a slog point where I feel like I'm not really making a whole lot of progress. And that's because it's early in the game still. If it weren't for the fact that I want to release videos on Sundays, I probably would have waited another week to release the first video. And that's why this video is going to be a little bit more explainy and a little bit more talking about the game rather than playing the game, because right now there's not really a whole lot of game to play, unfortunately. But I wanted to make the first video, you know, part of the early game experience. And, yeah, this is the early game experience. Wee-hoo. You can see my house, I have the first stereo I could make, and the bed that I was given at the start of the game, and a picture frame showing my favorite person in the whole world. Also in my storage I have a lot of miscellaneous things, like a chair, and out here I have another chair. There is one thing I'm not fully decided on yet, which is whether or not I'm going to use amiibo cards. Because that's one of the things that you can technically do, is scan amiibo cards and force certain animals to move in. I wouldn't use it very much. I have a decent amount of Animal Crossing amiibo cards, but not that many that I really care to have move into my island. What is that? Oh, it's weeds. I cannot catch that with my net, and it's not really worth selling. I'm running out of room. Oh no. You can go here, lobster. It's fine. What is the hot item? Wooden block toy. Okay. That's actually really easy to make, but I don't really want to trade my wood for money right now. That's one of the things I find kind of interesting about early game Animal Crossing, is you don't have an overabundance of like wood or stones or anything like that. So whenever I've like broken a tool, I've crafted more flimsy tools because like I can use a piece of iron and I can, you know, make a non-flimsy version of the tool. But I need that iron. I can't go around spending a piece of iron every single time every single time a tool breaks. You know, I haven't gone to a million Nook Islands. I don't have all the iron in the world. I'm getting there. I actually have a decent amount of it, but I only have a decent amount because I don't use it all the time. Ah, sick. I know those are useful in some of the Pascal crafting recipes, but they're also a lot of bells, and right now I have a lot more desire for bells than I do, like, mermaid stuff. That does lead to an interesting question, which is, what am I gonna do with my house? And, I have no idea. The town theme, yeah, it's gonna be foresty, it's gonna be tree-y, it's gonna be nature. The house, I have zero ideas. Maybe it'll be similar, maybe it will also be very woodsy, but I have no clue, to be honest. Oh no, like an hour has passed since I went in there. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that means the Nooklings are closed now. Okay, so they're still open, but I've got 6 minutes until they close. So, not really a whole lot I can do about that. At this point, I've pretty much said everything that I want to say. Most of the videos in the series aren't going to be this explainy. They're going to be a lot more gameplay-ish. If you've seen the regular videos that I do, expect more of that. And if that appeals to you, then great. And if it doesn't appeal to you, well, I feel like I say this in every video, but you could just leave. You don't have to subscribe. You do you.